and lift anything. If it's just, we go there, here we go. Hey, your name. Lift it, lift it, lift it. No limits, no limits, all the way. Come on, come on, come. We go there, hell. Hey, your name. Push it out, push it out, push it out. Come on, come on. All the way. All the way. Oh. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. All the way. Lift it, lift it. Lift it, lift it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me see you jump. Come on. Simple song. It's called the Hallelujah song. Are you ready? Everybody. 1, 2, say hallelujah. It's a shout of victory. Shout of victory. Hallelujah. Wave those hands. Come on. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's a shout. Shout of victory. Let me see your side. It's a shout. One more time, let's go. Somebody shout hallelujah. It's a shout. Hallelujah. We almost on. We almost. Let me see you jump, jump. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a successful 2019. God bless you. God promotes you. Your praise is ascending to heaven. Rejoice. A beautiful 2019 awaits you. I love you. Somebody shout hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but my Bible says when 2 or 3 are gathered, He is here in our midst. Tonight we will have 600,000 people. Somebody shout hallelujah. Hallelujah.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Some quiet now. Some quiet now. Can we have the people on this side shout hallelujah? All right, that's good enough. Now, those of you on this side, can you do better? Let's hear you shout hallelujah.
So let me do this part. In the middle, all over the house, if you are proud to be a child of God tonight, make some noise, shout hallelujah. Okay.
All right, all right.
They're ready.
They're ready.
They're ready.
We have a few announcements. And the next band will be ready.
We have people in the cricket pitch tonight. Cricket pitch, if you can hear us, shout hallelujah! Okay, they are with us. They are with us.
There are more than the people here.
We're all together.
All right, so we'd like to, with great respect, recognize the presence of our mother in the faith, Reverend Mrs. Roslyn Oduyemi of the Bethel Ministries. Please give her a round of applause.
We'd also like to recognize the presence of Mrs. Omobola Johnson, the former Minister of Communication and Technology.
You're welcome, ma'am. And it's our distinguished honor to recognize the presence of Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Femi Paul, senior pastors of the Grace Assembly.
We'd also like to recognize Apostle Obi Pax Harry from the Nehemiah Apostolic Resource Center in Abuja. Welcome, sir.
And this man of God has decided to intercede for Nigeria and his engineer Ubong Israel Itinese of Intercessors for Nigeria. You're welcome, sir.
We'd also like to recognize the presence of Minister Paul Crouch, the son of Andreas and Jenny Crouch, the founders of Trinity Broadcasting Network. TBN is in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And to round up our praise, ladies and gentlemen, before we call them up, we'd like to recognize the presence of the high-flying Mr. Femi Adefokpe, Delta Airline Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming.
I'd also like to recognize your presence, sir. Make some noise for Ali Baba in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is Banky W, Banky Wellington. What's my real name?
Ali Baba.
Thank you.
Permit me, this is not in my script, but I'd like to recognize the presence of my wife, Mrs. Adesowa Itomi Wellington, is in the building. And last but not least, sir, the star of the show tonight is one person and one person only. Make some noise for Jesus! Let's go.
That's right, experience. It's time to go into some more worship, and we have a collaboration on the stage. We have the Lagos Metropolitan Gospel Choir, the church choir of the House on the Rock. We also have the Rock Cathedral Choir, which is the bigger choir of the House on the Rock. They're collaborating with the Lagos City Choral. They've won many, many competitions for Nigeria around the world. They're led by Sir Emeka Nwokedi. Let's make them welcome to the experience. Come on, put your hands together. nations. We believe in one voice, one God, and one worship, even though in many styles. Once more, appreciate the Lagos Metropolitan Gospel Choir, the Rock Cathedral Gospel Choir, and the Lagos City Choral, led by Sir Emeka Nwokedi. Come on, Experience, show them love. Don't forget to send this message around the world with the hashtag TE13 and hashtag Jesus Our Peace. We want Jesus trending, not just all night long. We want him trending throughout the week. We want him trending in the lives of men, not just in Nigeria, women, not just in Nigeria, all over the world. Come on, are you still out there? Let's hear you give Jesus a big praise. And now to show you some ways that House on the Rock is reaching out to the world around it, we believe the church should be a change agent to the environment. Please turn your attention to the multimedia screens.
Although food insecurity is a global phenomenon, it is more prevalent in the developing nations, and that sadly includes Nigeria. This year, House on the Rock started an initiative known as Project FEED, FEED. The church, like many other faith-based organizations, plans to express the love of Christ through this project.
I have come face to face with starvation, hunger, and poverty right beside us. I shake hands with nearly 300 people every Sunday morning. If you haven't created a relationship of association where there's some traffic from you to others, you will never receive traffic from others to you.
This is not new to House on the Rock, as the church has been providing food to 20,000 people every Christmas in the past 5 years. This project is known as Project Spread.
We'd like to see ourselves in House on the Rock as culturists, where we're not only intervening in human need and the areas of human degradation, but we're also creating a popular culture so that it becomes quote-unquote fashionable for other churches, other Christians, for corporate organizations, banks to do likewise. And hopefully church bodies, which are veritable social nets, can become conduits for channeling food products, food items, chicken, turkey, juices, rice, grain, to people who have need, especially at times like this when there is a spirit of giving as a consequence of the Christmas season, the gift of our God, of his Son to humanity.
I'm a Muslim. My name is Nuruddin. I love it very much.
Not be small thing. It's an opportunity for me. This December, oh myself.
There is also what we refer to as the fourth service.
For those of us who do not know, fourth service is actually a service set aside to show love, God's beautiful love, to all the Jesus girls, the widows, less privileged children, the Jesus boys, the area boys who we now call Jesus boys, and everybody really. And today we are sharing household items, books, medical checkups, food, clothes to all of these people.
This service happens every Sunday, and a total of 620 individuals are fed each service. If the church is already doing this, then why the need for another outreach?
And there's something we do every Sunday. But this is not all we want to do. After this, about 6 months, we're going to start giving people craft as plumber, electrician, DOP, Tyler, so that tomorrow you will be feeding others.
Basically, we give them an opportunity for them to come up on the economic scale, as it were, from a place where they are dependent to being independent. And whichever way you look at it, they add to the economy of their local community and to the economy of the nation as a whole.
Today, I thank God many people like me attend the class and they are happy. And I know that they believe that God is together with them and they will prosper in life.
You don't have to feed 300 or 5,000 people, but you can start with feeding that homeless man or woman that you drive past every day as you go to work.
Because fulfillment comes from spiritually engaging in natural terms with the needs, the opportunities, the desires, the dream, the God-given purpose of others.
Jesus has passed the baton to us, and we must therefore share the love of Christ, not just to our family and friends, but to all, especially those who are in dire need. God bless us all as we obey this biblical ordinance.
Hi, my name is Ada, ADA Ada. I am gospel recording, songwriter, performing, producing, artist. I'm from Nigeria, from the Zion part of Nigeria. I grew up around music. My father was the choir director in our local church at some point. My mom was also in the choir. When I was about 10, I was backup singer for a child star, Tosin Jegede. I think my biggest music influence would have been Integrity Music, Maranatha, Sinach. I love Planet Shakers, of course, Don Moen. Yay! It's my first time at the Experience. Experience is such a huge platform. I think it's the biggest gospel concert in the world. I mean, Experience always shuts down Lagos. To be on the platform Experience is huge, especially because I'm going to be on platform with so many people I have looked up to and have influenced me one way or the other. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I can't say that enough.
You just saw her on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Ada.
Victory is mine. Somebody scream. Are you ready? Somebody make a joyful noise. Are you ready? Greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. He's able. Yes. He's so able. Yes. Say, greater is he that is in me than he who is in the world. He's able. Yes. He's so able. Yes. He's alive for you and me. Yes, he lives for you and me. Yeah, he's able. Yes. He's so able. Yes. Hey. Jesus.